Well, good morning, traders. How are you doing on this Monday, September 14th, 2020? I hope everyone had a terrific weekend. Absolute terrific weekend. So here it is about 7:35 East Coast. Futures are up just a tad. I've got the SPY chart up here, and it looks like if the market was to open right now, it'd be about 337.72. That puts us between this high mark I've made and this low mark, which I think this is all choppy trading with no real direction. Although as long as we can hold up on these bottoms, it might be indicating that the market is trying to build a supporting area here, trying to break out. Now, of course, it has to break out. That's what we have to see here. So, as you all know, and as you all know, that we believe that price is absolute king, and price is the answer for just about everything here. We want to watch that price, and if we do start to fall below this 332 level here, these lows, that would indicate that the sellers are taking more control than the buyers. On the other hand, as long as we can hold up, and if the buyers can show strength and positive movement, once we break out of this 340-240, then we have a chance to challenge the September highs right now over here. If we take a look at FNGU, there we go, FNGU, very similar. I think this is one of the most important charts to follow right now. It's the FANG Big Tech, and once again, I've got those same lines. It looks a lot like the SPY. Over 181, let's call that 182. That would indicate the bulls are outnumbering the bears, and that could leave us in a position where the buyers or the bulls have an excellent chance to move on up and challenge this September 2nd high over here, this hangman that it put in. Of course, anything below those lows would indicate the sellers are in charge. So be very careful. This is an interesting area. And today we do have all my trade ideas I'm adding to my current watch list are going to be long. I'm doing that just because we are opening up higher today, and we are maintaining a level in here above these lows. Overall, the bigger picture, overall, we're still long. If we take a look at this chart here with the 50-day simple moving average on it, and that's the blue line, you can see we've pulled down there, and so far we're finding support. So far. Now, a very critical area here, very, very critical for the bulls. They need to, they really need to pull it out. We need to find those bulls out there. There needs to be some sort of motivation for the buyers or the bulls to really start buying in here. Weakness below the 50-day simple here, then I generally start looking to about our 200 and our dotted deuce area on this chart. All right, let's take a look at, let's see, VXX. VXX just shows no fear whatsoever. It gets these little moments of excitement, you know, a little excitement here, but man, it just, even here maybe, it just can't seem to get out of its own way. Here's the weekly chart. We've got this nice big long flag possibly being built here, but until we get that solid breakout, I don't think we have much of anything else. So we're going to box it in like this, and you can see the descending triangle. We're going to need to see a breakout and a test before the fear starts coming in again. But we will keep an eye on this chart. This is one of the main charts that we watch during the day. All right, let's take a look at some trade ideas. Let me get that set up for you here. Hey, also, I want to remind you that on Tuesdays at 11:45 a.m. Eastern. This is on Tuesdays, 11:45 a.m. Eastern. I will be presenting webinars, intraday webinars, looking at what the market's up to, what we're in, what we're considering to be in, market attitude, what we feel about that. We'll be talking about the tools we use to trade, some of the setups. So if you have a chance, 11:45 Eastern a.m. On Tuesdays, please check us out. I will post a link in this video down below in the text area. Registration is required, so please click on the link there, and I'll have that posted for you, and then you'll be set up for the Tuesday webinars. Alrighty, let's take a look at some charts. The first one I have here, and it doesn't matter whether it's first or not. First one doesn't mean it's the best one. They're just lined up. I like to see trends. I like to see stock that's trending. The trend I use is what we call the trend indicator. That's these green dots. If we're below the green dots and the dots are red, I tend not to be long on these charts. I want to be long on charts where price is above the trend indicator. And then I like to look over here to the right, and I like to see a not only good price action, but I also want to see, well, not only good price action for the current candle, but I also want to see good price action for the last few candles. And the last few candles, it's what makes up a chart pattern. So as I'm looking at XLY here, I see a clear trend in the chart. You can see that clear trend right there. And then I see this little pop right here. And see that little mark right there, those highs. See how we broke out over the highs and then we went sideways. So what I'm looking at here is this is a nice consolidation area. And in this consolidation area, in this particular case, you can see we rallied down, put in a little doji, and then popped right back up. Actually, that's not a rally. It's a pop down, and then we popped right back up inside this buy box. I think that's a good chart pattern to take a look at. Also, if we just create a line across there like that, you can see how we have this top, a top, a top, and there we broke out. This is all testing that top. So what I'm looking for is this continue higher. That's XLY. We're sitting here. Let's move this over like this. We'll create the buy box now. And I'm going to put this a little lower. There we go. There we go. So I'm looking for buying in this area right in here above this trend line, and I would like very much to buy below the high of Friday. So in this little area, we could put a little circle. I won't take as long in the other charts, but something like that. That's what I like to see. Now, if it so happens that the chart doesn't give me that and it wants to come out the top right away, I don't mind that. I want to buy in this area. That's what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for a price target up into this area here. We're sitting here at 84.55. Man, this could move up $10 pretty easy. Get into that 94 area. Once you get into the 90 area, then your $100 mark is awfully close. So I'm going to keep an eye on this XLY. I think that's a pretty nice chart. I like the way it's setting up, and I like the possibility of it getting up to the mid-90s and to $100 up there. Alrighty, another one I'm looking at is IP, International Paper Company. You can see it's been building a nice little base down here, and it's slowly working its way up. We can draw the line, trend line up like this using price action. And you see where we are right now? We're right here at this $38, $40 level. So we start to break out. Well, what that's looking like is maybe a run back up to 44 bucks, even higher. And let's go ahead and put that higher mark. Test these December highs back here. So really it is going to depend on a breakout. Now, if we take a look at this chart, we've got a nice little doji coming off that trend line. Nice gap, great bullish candle. And then we pull back and just create that normal chart pattern. We end up with a nice little bullish engulf here down at the end. We have a low, high, higher low, and now we start building a higher high. We come back with a higher low, and it looks like we're trying to build a higher high again. So watch for the buying in this. Let's do this right here. We're gonna put a line right in there. So I'm gonna look for buying in that area or a buy signal, something that meets my qualifications for an entry, and then I'll be looking for 44.80, then 47 up here as a price target. Another one that we're looking at is SFY. Nice trend. Here's what I like about this one. A nice trend, and then we have this little flag right in there like that. Let's put up a nice line. There we go. Put a line right up here on this resistance, and we're right on the edge of breaking out of that. Right on the edge. So that's what I'm looking for. Looking for that breakout here. That would be my indication to maybe be a buyer. Then what we've got is possible target up here. Retest this high over here at 27. Once we do that, then let's get up here in the $33 range for Synchrony Financial. Okay, another one, and this seems to be a favorite of a lot of people, is this NIO. Some say it's the next Tesla. It certainly is a favorite with a lot of the Hit Run Candlestick members, and rightly so. Man, this thing has been rocking. So let's do this right here. There we go. We're gonna put a horizontal line starting here, and you can see the touches. So that creates a good support area. We can draw a diagonal line up on the lows or the closes of all the candles. And now let's put one down like this. There we go. So we've got a nice little rally here. These are the kind of chart patterns that we like to trade. We find that these, from a probability standpoint, have a terrific record of making us money. These chart patterns where they rally up, they pull back nice and tight. Let's change the color there. There you go, nice and tight. And then, we use the live trading alert scanner. That's what clues us in on these chart patterns. It's also what clues us in when a price is about ready to take off, because we get those early signals from it. So as it moves up, we see that early on, and then we can make that decision whether this is a buy or not based on our absolute buying rules. From here, say around this 18 area, so we break out a little bit. Honestly, I'm looking at this getting up near 30 bucks. So watch this. Watch for that breakout inside this area here. Could be a buying area. And then we'll manage the stock looking for that $30 range. Always remember to put your stops on. Protect your money. I believe the key to successful stock trading is not making money as much as it is protecting your money. The making money part will come, but you've got to protect your money. So always keep those stops on. Here's another one, LYV. I'm liking this one. See how that popped up. We've got this nice little flag being built here, nice and tight. So again, we're watching for that possible breakout. $57 stock could get right up there, that $67 range, $10 move or more. Very easy on this. Also, nice little bottom. Nice rounded bottom that we have here. Let's put a line up there, and you can see where We're topped out at about 59.30, so you can see how a breakout just might be kind of important on this. I do get it. If we start buying in this area here, we certainly have enough support to warrant that, knowing that if we close below that line, that would be our protective stop. We start to break out and the bulls take hold. Again, we'll look for that 65, 69 area for a target. JCI, and one more reminder, if you check below, I'll have the link down there. If you're interested in our Tuesday live market hour live webinar, please register for it. Registration is required, and it's at 11:45 Eastern on Tuesdays. 11:45 Eastern on Tuesdays. All right, JCI. JCI here. We popped up. We hit this top. Nice little pullback. And now the buyers are starting to come back up. This is clearly a watch for a breakout. Clearly watch for a breakout. The couple little areas we want to take a look at, 63.70, 45. I think when everything is said and done, and assuming we get that breakout here, I wouldn't be surprised if we get up in that 48, 49 area. These little areas are little base hit areas. You all know that we like the base hits. Basically what that is selling into strength. That's what a base hit is, simply selling into strength. So as price moves up, we'll be taking pieces and parts off the original buy and sell as we move up. LYFT, LYFT, not looking too bad here. Now this is a rounded bottom breakout. This is my favorite chart strategy of all time. It's a 3/8 trap is my favorite entry mechanism of all time. So when I can get the rounded bottom breakout set up and we get into that 3/8 trap entry area, then I'm kind of liking that chart. It's pretty neat. So here, nice little rounded bottom breakout. We're above the 50-day simple moving average. The 200 is up here. 200 is up here right there, about 35.43. And that's what we'd be looking at our first target up here. So about that level there. Nice little hammer. Actually, let's start back over here. We have a low to a high, higher low, hammer, bullish engulf led us up here to some higher highs that did not really go anywhere. But what we did was we started putting in a nice little tight wedge in here, little rectangle. So what we're watching for is buying possibly in this area or buying just as we break out. And then we're looking for a target of that 35.60. Remember to use your stops. Always use stops to protect in case you're wrong on the chart, or the market could just start to tank. In our case, we're looking at long, so if the market started to tank, well, you want those stops in to get stopped out right away. DOW, this is an awfully nice looking chart. Here we've got a breakout. We've moved sideways with a little drop down and then right back up, proving the buyers are still around. Great volume on Friday. I'm looking for 52.90 up here. And then, let's see here. Yeah, 52.90. Then I would suspect we get up into the 58, 57, 58 area up here on this. So watch that price action. Watch for that entry that you as a trader like to see. Personally, I like the 3/8 trap, and just as we break out of that 3/8 trap, I like those sort of things. So that's where we are in here right now. You can see it marked here on my TC2000 is a 3/8 trap. So I'll wait for that. I'll also wait for the scanner to alert me that buyers are stepping in. FCX, this is another one. Trending very, very nice. We've had a little rally, a little pullback. Man, this thing, that's what this thing's been doing this whole time. You know, we rally, pull back, rally, pull back, rally, pull back, rally, pull back. All these little rallies are coin in your pocket. So here we're moving a little bit flat now. I'm looking for that next rally, put some coin in my pocket. This is a 3/8 strap. You can see it indicated up here. And I will wait until I get alerted from the live trading alerts scanner. All right. By the way, as far as positions I'm in, we closed everything out on Friday. Done. Did not want to risk anything over the weekend. So we'll be looking at new positions today, and I will update you on tomorrow's video blog. Now, remember, Tuesdays, 11 a.m. East Coast time, live webinar. You must register, so please check below in the text area for a link to register for that. Alrighty, folks, you guys have a great trading day. Have a wonderful trading week, and I wish you all happiness and health. You all take care. We'll see you in a couple hours.